diamond painting friends, Jessica here with Tiny Worlds of Wonder, stopping in to share an end-of-year wrap-up review for diamond painting. Now 2020 has been a heck of a year. It really has. I'm not sorry to see it go, but I have had some really great diamond painting experiences this year that I want to share with you. Some works in progress and some finishes, and I hope you'll enjoy seeing all of those. Now, I'm 99% sure that I have showed every one of the canvases that I'm going to show you here today at some point in some other video. But if you're rather new to the channel and you don't feel like digging through mountains of videos, I'll summarize everything for you here today. And you get to see a lot of really, really, really cool canvases. So let's jump right in to the WIPs. Now, I am not a monogamous, one project at a time diamond painter. I just can't be. Sometimes I need a little bit of a break from my main project, and so I dig out some smaller projects and just set some drills on those. So the first one I want to show you is Spartan Symbol. This one is from Diamond Dots. I haven't done a ton of work on this one, but I have started on the back of the helmet here, and there have been a lot of gold drills on this part of the canvas, so that's actually been really fun to just pull out and work on. This one is an intermediate kit in the Diamond Dots system. So that just means it's got a medium-sized coverage area for the most part and a fairly moderate number of colors. This one actually has a fair bit of color blocking. It's got, like I said, those gold special drills, so that's been pretty fun to work on. I think I could knock this out in just a night or two of really hard work, and I do plan to do that in 2021. The next canvas that I pull out and work on occasion is Starry Night from Diamond Art Club. So I've just started on one little square in the bottom here that has 400 shades of blue in it. The quality on this one has been great. I did buy this one during the time when Diamond Art Club was having some issues with small square drills, and so it is rather gappy, but thankfully a lot of the colors are dark on this one, and I don't think it's going to make a difference in the finished product at all. Diamond Art Club just has the best canvas fabric. Their kits feel very posh, and when I just need a moment of poshness, I pull this canvas out and I get my glass of wine and I listen to Mozart, and it's amazing. Now, of course, I could not stop myself from working on the swans a little bit more. This is a canvas that's pretty new from Distracted by Diamonds. It just came out pretty recently, and I showed it here on the channel and unboxed it for you. I've done a couple of squares there, just in the evenings now and then. I think it's beautiful. The rendering on this swan's head is just captivating for me. Now, this one's so big that I can't really show it to you in frame completely. It's a 62 by 72. So I'll be sure to take you out for a long view of that one so you can see a little more of it. I plan to kind of work across the top here and just continue on. Now, of course, I'll be sure to put links to all the canvases that are still available that I show you here today to the respective retailers so that you can find them. As you know, Distracted by Diamonds can be a little harder to track down. So I'll put a link to Robin's Etsy shop, and you guys can become professional Etsy stalkers like me. All right, the next one I want to show you is a monster, but it's a beautiful monster. This is another Distracted by Diamonds. This one is from Distracted by Diamonds' very first release, I believe. It's a 78 by 80 centimeter round drill canvas. It's massive. This one is called Zodiac by Alphonse Mucha. It is a giant, giant, giant portrait. This is absolutely beautiful. This is maybe one of my most cherished canvases in my stash. I adore this one. This is literally the canvas I pull out when I need a heavenly Saturday. Like this is the one. Of course, the drills are pre-bagged, so again, it's kind of low commitment to get it started. Again, one of my most cherished pieces. I absolutely love this one. Now, of course, if you guys are dedicated watchers, you know that I've set drills on some other canvases this year to kind of do tutorials or test things out. I'm not showing you those. I'm really only showing you things that I've worked on for some dedicated hours. Otherwise, we'd be here all day. You guys know we'd be here all day. So no WIP parade for 2020 would be complete without the notorious Puck canvas, because I started working on this one in October of 2019. This is a 70 by 92 centimeter square drill canvas. This is how far I have gotten. This is kind of my last remaining, well, I probably have 2 or 3 remaining AliExpress purchases. This is one of them. Of course, it is not extremely motivating to work on a canvas that has meh quality when you have other things to work on that are A+ quality, so that's one of the reasons that this one has been so slow. Another reason is that I ran out of blue drills up here already and had to order some from Diamond Drills USA, so thank God for Diamond Drills USA. And you can see maybe you can see they're slightly different dye lot, but I think it's gonna work out just fine. This one has, of course, developed some rivers because these double-sided adhesive canvases in my house always develop rivers. I don't know why. I do think the rendering on this canvas is A+ quality, and I think it's such a shame that some of the sellers on AliExpress who really have amazing renderings kind of pump out these double-sided adhesive canvases that just don't hold up that well, because I could look at this rendering all day. I think it's fabulous. So this is a vintage magazine cover. It's got 2 Victorian ladies kissing Santa on the cheek. It is a public domain image, so if you wanted to do a custom of this one for yourself, that would be completely possible. I believe the artwork is called Christmas 1902 by Frank Nankivell, if you want to Google that and see if you can find a good photo. So that's the status of Puck. I am going to keep plugging away at Puck. I might finish it by 2025, and I'll have 1,000 rivers in it by then, and we'll just see how many drill colors I run out of before I get it finished. Now, last but not least in my WIPs is my most current WIP. This is the canvas that I'm working on the most right now. This is Wonderland by Matt Lyon via Distracted by Diamonds. This is a canvas that I've added a ton of AB drills to, pretty much on all of these rooftops. And AB drill sparkle just does not show up with my bright overhead lights, but when you see this one with a little bit of an angle, oh my word. It lights up the night. It's so great. Oh my gosh. So I've made it all the way across the bottom here. I love the little rainbow windows in this house. I love the little snowmen that are kind of tucked away in here, scattered in various places. I have actually made it all the way up to the top, and then I'm gonna work across and down. And then I usually end up with a little blank area in the middle that I sort of have to finagle on my easel. And I do that just because of the size of my work area. I kind of rotate it as I go. This canvas has been a dream. It's basically been perfect. It's very busy. There's a lot of detail going on. And sometimes when I'm sitting up close to it and working on it, I'm like, man, this could really use some more color blocking. And I never thought I'd hear myself say that. But then when I pull back from it, and I'll take you out for a long view in a sec, I'm like, oh, I see all the things now. And it's just so charming. It's really very, very fun. Every square has something brand new and adorable to look at. I've really been enjoying it. So this is a 60 by 80 round drill canvas. It's been phenomenal. All right, my first finish of 2020 was actually my Christmas canvas for last year. This one is called Santa Face from Diamond Art Club. Isn't he just the cutest? I absolutely had a blast working on this canvas. I think he turned out so adorable. When I was in the middle of working on him, I remember thinking, my, he is very suntanned. But this is a great example of why you should never judge a canvas until it's done. Because once I stepped back from this and had it all finished, I think he looks fantastic. DAC has a very distinctive rendering style, and I think their rendering style was absolutely perfect for this piece of art. I keep meaning to have this one framed in time for the holidays, and I just, you know how it is. By the time the holidays rolls around, it's so busy. I need to, again, set myself a reminder early in the year to get this one framed so I can have it on my wall at Christmas time, because it is fantastic. The AB sparkle in his hat and beard just look outstanding. Quality of this canvas was second to none. It was basically a perfect experience, and I really, really enjoyed this one. My second finish of 2020 was a really super fast and easy partial. This is The Kiss by Gustav Klimt. This was a canvas that I got on AliExpress. It just had some outlines of special drills scattered all the way through a pre-printed background. I really like how it turned out. My only reservation is that I think the colors are fairly primary, which maybe gives it a little bit less of a posh look than I wish it had, but it was a really, really fun, fast, and inexpensive project. I don't know if I'll ever frame it. I'm definitely not gonna frame it so that these outlines show. That's not my jam, but I do really like the printing on the faces here and how some of those drills highlight that beautiful piece of art. I really just had a fun, low-key time finishing this one up. My third finish of 2020 was basically my favorite canvas ever. If you guys have been around the channel for a long time, you saw this canvas for about 5 months straight. This is I'm Half Sick of Shadows, Said the Lady of Shallot by John William Waterhouse. This was a custom that I ordered from Evermoment, and it was absolutely magical to work on. Of course, the end result is stunning, and I just had to get it professionally framed. It is probably my favorite canvas finish of all time. I love having it hanging up in my house, and I'll link some of my videos up in the cards where I show you the process for this one because I loved it then, I love it now. I would love to do some more John William Waterhouse canvases. This was absolutely a dream, and I loved every minute of it. My next finish of 2020 was Sleeps with Butterflies by Margaret Morales. This is from DIY Moon Shop. Now, when I finished this canvas, I did not realize that I had received an incorrect drill color. And so I finished the canvas and I was like, oh, I'm not positive that I am digging the rendering on her face, but I really thought that the rendering that I ended up with was what was supposed to be there. I didn't realize that it was just a factory error. You know, you guys, it happens to every company. I don't care how great the company is, it's going to happen, and we as consumers just have to be as understanding as we can. And so I did a little tweaking on the face of this one, and then I reached out to Roanna and Reggie and just said, hey, you know, the rendering on this one isn't what I expected. I don't think it's similar to what I see on your site. And they got back right away and said, yeah, I think there's a problem with that. And I felt really bad that I didn't reach out to them before I did my video, but I honestly thought that what I had was what was supposed to be charted there. And so they actually sent me a brand new canvas. So I have another Sleeps with Butterflies that I hope to show you next year with some corrected drill colors in the face. I do not care about the error on this one. I still think it's absolutely beautiful. I think Margaret Morales' artwork is phenomenal. And I think that despite the one wrong drill color that I had in this one, it just looks stunning. I have absolutely no hesitation in recommending DIY Moon Shop to you. Will go to the ends of the earth to make their customers happy. And I think that is incredible. So when you invest in one of their canvases, because they are pricey, they license from fine artists, not just from commercial art catalogs, but from fine artists. When you purchase one of their pieces, you are going to create a piece of art. You really are. So I really look forward to showing you kind of the updated face on Sleeps with Butterflies Part 2.0. The experience of doing the canvas was A+. It really was. My next 2020 finish was Decorative Horse by Nicole Payne from Treasure Studios Art. This, at the time of filming, is about to be framed and given as a Christmas gift to someone I dearly love. So that's going to be a lot of fun. If you guys have hung out in my WIP and chats, you know that I find horses terrifying. But this piece of art was not terrifying, and the canvas certainly was not. These tiny round drills that Treasure Studios Art uses are magically sparkly. This is absolutely stunning. My bright overhead light never shows sparkle, but oh my, this is a beautiful canvas. The rendering was really, really good. In this size at a 40 by 50. I did have to do a tiny bit of tweaking to the face. I'll show you a video where I did that. If you have the same canvas and you need to do something similar. I had a great experience with this one, and I think it turned out absolutely beautifully. I had no quality issues whatsoever, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2 shades of drills that had quite a bit of trash and that had quite a few stuck together drills. But in the end, I have nothing to complain about with how this turned out and how much fun it was to do. I highly recommend the canvas, and I'm definitely going to be doing some more of these pictures from Nickel Paint. My next finish of 2020 was Flaming June from Distracted by Diamonds. This was, I think, one of the first Distracted by Diamonds canvases that I ever got. My very first Distracted by Diamonds finish ever, and it is beautiful. The drills on this one were fantastic. The adhesive was fantastic. It was just basically the perfect experience. I find that when I invest in good quality companies as much as I can, that I overwhelmingly have really good experiences. I've kind of been forgetting to tell you the size on some of these. The Diamond Art Clubs only come in one size, so you don't have to worry about that. But the Sleeps with Butterflies was the largest available size. I want to say it was around 50 by 65. The Decorative Horse was 40 by 50. This one only came in one size also. It was a 60 by 60. I'm not positive if it's still available in that size, but I think so. And it turned out so beautifully. I'll take you out for a long view because that's where this one really shines. Up close, it's got quite a bit of confetti, but from farther away, that confetti just blends and it looks very true to this original piece of art. The drill fit in the square drills is among the best that I have ever had. There was maybe 1 or 2 shades of orange in here that were a little bit on the small side, but when I got the canvas all finished up, because the colors are relatively dark, I don't see a lot of gapping. I think it turned out beautifully. I do plan to frame this one day and hang it up because I think it's that nice, especially from viewing distance. Overall, it is just an absolutely stunning, stunning piece. My most recent finish of 2020 was Where Stars Come From by Jeremiah Morelli. This is another DIY moon shop that I had an incredible experience with. This one I did my very first special treatment on. Now, if you're not familiar with DIY moon shop, they offer what are called special treatments, which just means they'll send along, if you request and purchase it, some specialty drills that you can add to your canvas. It really makes every canvas a creative experience. And this one has special drills sprinkled all through the tree, some diamond drills scattered through the stars in the sky, and on the ground down here. This is a star nursery, and it is absolutely beautiful. This, again, was a really perfect experience. The rendering is gorgeous. Of course, the original artwork by Jeremiah is gorgeous, and this is just another highlight in my 2020 diamond painting experience. Like I said, you guys, 2020 has been kind of crappy as a year, but when it came to diamond paintings, it was so much fun for me. I had a huge variety of really, really great canvas experiences this year. So there is Where Stars Come From by Jeremiah Morelli. This one is about a 50 by 50, kind of a medium size. So definitely check that one out. Again, I'll put links to all of these finishes in the description below. So there you have it, you guys. Those are all of my works in progress and finishes for 2020. I hope you've really enjoyed seeing them. I know I'm not as prolific as some people when it comes to diamond painting. I have a lot going on in my life, just like so many of you, but the time that I do get to spend on diamond painting is really the highlight of every day, and I love connecting with artists through this beautiful craft, working on their work and creating just these stunning pieces of art at the end of the day, or the end of the month, or the end of a few months, depending on how big the canvas is, right? I hope you have had a wonderful, joyful holiday season despite everything that's going on out there right now. And I'll catch you right back here in 2021. I hope that in your life, the best is yet to come, wherever you are. As always, spread some joy, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.